let me get straight into it. If you are lazy, you just need to sit there, look at the wall, and I'm serious, and be bored, and you will level up and you can change your life. Let me tell you why. About 2 months ago, at the beginning of 2024, I was in a rut, right? I didn't have motivation. When I was waking up, I was not working, and I was thinking, why it happens? Like, why is that? And the reason was because when I was waking up, right, before working, I was picking up my phone and I was like, oh, I saw a message there, and I was responding to that. And then I was watching some video, and then out of sudden you get sucked into it, and then a few hours passed, and then you don't even notice it, and then you don't have the motivation and the discipline to go and work, right? Because your brain got into that high dopamine stage that it wants more and more entertainment, and it's harder for you to just sit there and do the work because it seems more boring, right? To work on your computer than just have an entertainment or watch a movie or play a game, etc., right? So what I have done that really changed everything for me, and I've made more progress in these couple of days than I've ever had. Like today, I recorded more than 7 or 8 YouTube videos, right? Like that's more than I've done in weeks before, right? So literally, I became 10 times more productive without exaggeration. So how? When I woke up, right? Instead of just taking my phone, I just left it there. I didn't check my messages. I didn't sometimes my brain said, okay, what if there was an important message? But I ignored that, right? I just say, okay, I am not going to check it. And I just went with my day in the first couple of hours. And what happens is I didn't allow myself to do anything else than just the boring, simple stuff. Like I got my clothes on, I went to the bathroom, I drank water, etc. But then I couldn't do anything else rather than just sit there and just look at the wall in complete silence. So that's what I did. I just sit there, right? Just from the intuition, and I just looked at the wall, right? And I just was thinking, and I just had some peace, some tranquility, right? So what happened is that my brain started generating ideas for my work because it got bored. And our brains don't like to be bored, right? So it started thinking, oh, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do this. And suddenly, working became exciting because your brain says, okay, you're sitting there, you are doing nothing, right? And okay, 1 minute passes, 2 minutes pass, 5 minutes pass, right? And then you think, oh, like I would rather do something else. And then you do not allow yourself to touch your phone. So you can turn that off, you can put an airplane mode, or you can put it in the closet, and you don't look at it, right? And then you just grab your computer or whenever you're working or with whatever device you're working, and then just sit there and then you work. And that's as simple as it is. And the reason this actually works is because like the ultimate secret, if you're lazy to get to work and make progress, is just make work more exciting than just doing nothing, than anything else, right? Because if you think about it, why you don't work sometimes? Because you would rather do something else. You would rather sleep, procrastinate, play a game, go out with your friends, do this, that. So that other things are more attractive for you. But when you do nothing, right, and you just sit there, then just working becomes attractive. And here is the ultimate key. You can say, okay, Harut, okay, I can sit there, but what if I still don't want to work? And here's the key. The only thing that you need to do is just do not grab your phone. That's it. Don't turn on television. Don't watch TV. Don't turn your phone. Nothing. No entertainment. Just sit there, right? If you want, you can eat. If you want, do whatever you want, but don't do anything that entertains you. Don't consume content. Do nothing, right? And then if you just sit there, I guarantee it will be different, but in 99% of the days, in just within 5 or 10 minutes, you would like to start working. I'm telling you, right? And here's the key. If you don't feel like doing it, you can just do nothing. Just be bored and sit there. Like you can allow yourself. If you want for 1 hour, sit there and just take a rest, think, meditate, right? You have the full permission to do that, right? And what will happen in 1% of the times, you won't feeling it like it at all. You wouldn't like to work and you would just sit there. That's okay. But in 99% of the time, right? You will start working after just a couple of minutes because you will be bored. And then when you will start working, you will have the ideas and then you will get going. So that's the ultimate secret. If you're bored, just sit there, stare at a wall, do nothing, be bored, and that's when the ideas come to your mind, right? And I want to finish this off with a quote of Pascal, right? If you don't know him. And he said, the people's, like humans, most problems can be gone, right? If people can learn how they can just sit there and look at a wall for 30 minutes. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he meant, right? And he was one of the smartest people in the history of the world. And there's another writer that said, every morning And people ask, okay, you're such a successful writer, right? How do you do that? Your books are are bestsellers, national bestsellers. And how did you do that? And he said, every morning I wake up at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., whatever. I sit there and I can either do nothing or I have to write. That's my choice. And that's how I'm consistently writing, and that's why I'm so successful with my field, right? So this is just some real life examples that also works for others as well. So I just want to encourage you, just try it. Try it for a day, sit there, look at the wall, be bored, and the worst that will happen is you will just calm yourself, you will meditate, you will think, you will reflect, and in most of the times, you will do that, plus you will start working right after because you will be bored. Try this, and I'm sure that it will help you out. And I'm looking forward to hear if you have experienced this ever or not in the comments. So let me know.